NATO defense ministers were meeting in Brussels to prepare for the Vilnius summit in July. Allies discussed how to sustain and step up support to Ukraine during the meeting of the Ukraine Defense Contact Group and NATO-Ukraine Commission.
Ukraine has launched a counteroffensive. What we see is fierce fighting. It's still early days, but we also see that the Ukrainians are making gains and that Ukraine is able to liberate occupied land.
This support includes missiles for the Ukrainian air defense system and other ammunition for the Western systems of weapons which were already supplied to Ukraine.
The focus will be, or has been, and continues to be, on the importance of sustainment, of making sure that all the systems which are already there are working as they should. So meaning that they have the ammunition, the spare parts, the maintenance, the repair capacity to operate and to be sustained throughout the whole offensive. Well, we don't see any signs from President Putin from Russia that they are actually preparing for peace or any real negotiations. But at the same time, we know that the more ground Ukraine is able to gain through this counteroffensive, the stronger their hand will be at the negotiating table.
The level of support for Ukraine is still high, despite prognosis about so-called inevitable fatigue from Ukraine.
Finland will have a new government pretty soon. We are under the talks of the new government. Probably next week we'll have already a new government. But I can assure you that Finland keeps on supporting Ukraine also in the future.
The allies decided to provide Ukraine with new packages of support.
There will be an announcement by 4 countries that we will send as soon as possible missiles for air defense. The Netherlands has announced, I reported to Parliament yesterday, that we have a new package of 150 million euros for radars, for detection, also needed for the integrated air defense. And of course we will be discussing the training of Ukrainian pilots on F-16s.
The NATO representatives declared support to Ukraine and shared their view about the last activities of the Ukrainian army.
Now, we all know that the Ukrainians have been engaged in a tough fight to defend their sovereign territory and take back the occupied territory. And we have all seen the skill and courage of Ukraine's defenders ever since the start of Russia's invasion. Of course, we've given Ukraine's forces important training and impressive capabilities. But war is fluid, dynamic, and unpredictable. Ukraine's fight is not some easy sprint to the finish line. And our message remains clear. We will stand by Ukraine for as long as it takes. Now, several countries have stepped up today with new commitments for Ukraine. Canada committed another $500 million package to support Ukraine, and that will include more than 200 critical air defense missiles to help Ukraine's skies, help protect Ukraine's skies. And the United States, along with the UK, Denmark, and the Netherlands, all contributed funding for additional critical air defense missiles for Ukraine.
Ukrainian Minister of Defense Oleksiy Reznikov was satisfied with the results of meetings.
The creation of what is called the F-16 Training Coalition or the Fighting Jet Coalition has already been made clear. So the Aviation Coalition has been formed, I think. I can say this already, especially because the Netherlands and Denmark have officially confirmed their leadership and their willingness to train our pilots, our engineers, our technicians to master the F-16 jets. The United States officially supports that, and today other countries have already expressed their willingness to join in one way or another, some with money, some with equipment.
Vitaly Sizov from Brussels for URTV channel.